not very well known, has no cure, and will eventually take your life. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, honorable judges, fellow students. ALS, also known as Gehrig's disease, is a condition that affected someone very close to me. It can affect anyone, and it can also have a very short lifespan. There are various symptoms, and it can have an emotional toll on the caregivers. Because ALS generally affects middle-aged adults, many children have little or no knowledge of its symptoms or what it stands for. ALS stands for Amyotrophic lateral sclerosis. This means absence of muscle nourishment, side hardening, or scarring. Now, ALS is a fast-progressing neuromuscular disease that is not contagious, and the cause for it is unknown. It affects both men and women from the ages of 40 to 60 years old, and they usually have it for 2 to 5 years. This seems like a very short period of time, so it's important to recognize the warning signs. Some of the early signs and symptoms of ALS may include muscle stiffness, twitching or cramping, and weakness affecting the limbs. Even something as little as chewing or swallowing will become difficult. When someone gets ALS, their legs start to feel heavy, and they may trip because they can't lift them up quite far enough. In the later stages of the disease, what will happen is your fingers will be bent, you will have to walk with a cane or other device around the house, and you won't be able to do even those small things like tying your shoes. The final stages include the inability to speak, eat, breathe without the help of a machine, and move. The only things that still function are your brain and eyes. This is a terrible condition which can truly affect anyone. Someone very close to me was recently diagnosed, and before he received this life-changing news, he was just like you and I. He could eat steak, go to the gym, and he was healthy. We started to notice he was having trouble walking. He began to trip, and some words were hard to understand when he spoke. He was a butcher, and when he was at work, he noticed he was having trouble picking things up. The first couple of times, he thought he was just tired, so he let it go. When things didn't improve, he made an appointment to see a doctor. What came next was devastating. He was referred to the ALS hospital in London for testing, and that's when he received his diagnosis. If you live with someone who has ALS, not only does their life become more challenging, but so do the lives of the people around them. The caregiver plays an important role in living with someone with ALS. My mother and I shared these duties over a period of 16 months recently. My mom worked a full-time job during the summer, so I chose to be the caregiver while she was at work. Each night, he slept with a breathing machine. In the morning, I would have to remove the mask from his face, then prepare his breakfast and lunch. It was also important to ensure he didn't fall unexpectedly, and I helped him with everything he needed. Sometimes we would watch TV together, or maybe just sit and talk. He couldn't speak, so he used an iPad to communicate with us. My mom and I couldn't do the things we used to, because someone always had to be home, keeping him company, but more importantly, safe. I just told you the story of a man named Mark Jones. Mark was engaged to my mother. He was diagnosed with ALS at the age of 48. This disease took away Mark's ability to talk, walk, eat, dress himself, and breathe. He lived with this disease for 16 months. ALS took Mark's life on October 23rd, 2012 at the age of 49. Mark was one of the nicest men I have ever known, and it was hard to watch a piece of him being taken away each day. I was deeply saddened by his death, and I still miss him terribly. In memory of Mark, the people living with ALS, and the people who have lost their lives to ALS, could you please tell at least one friend what you heard today about this debilitating and heartbreaking condition to help create awareness? Treasure each and every day with those you love. Rest in peace, Mark.